Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Is over, and here we go. Super Bowl LXV number 65 is underway. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And right away, he lost the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, Hall. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Peterson. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Hall buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. He already holds the all-time record for most Super Bowl titles, and now here he is trying to bring home yet another.
And you know what else he's doing? He's keeping all of us, meaning the media, the broadcasters, at bay, because every year you think, okay, that caps a great career, and he comes back and wins another one. Okay, this one caps a great career. Nope, he goes after another one. Maybe we should tamp the brakes a little bit on whether or not he's going to leave and just appreciate the brilliance that he's bringing to the sidelines and to the Super Bowl itself as he goes out trying to win yet another Super Bowl title.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Hall. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
On the return, it's White. And that'll do it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 65. Still 3 more to play until we crown a champion. It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
He's got a man complete, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Walker now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Mahomes now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hall. He completes this to Walker. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Hall throwing on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game of the year is about to come your way. 3 quarters in the books, and the fourth up next here in Super Bowl 65. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Spencer. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Now
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, 5. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Steele. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well. Mahomes. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go. Here's Mahomes. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag in the backfield. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying. They attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Mahomes. Will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. One final try for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.